Alright, this is Andrew Jolly with Jodo Home Inspections. We're here today at 894 East, 840 North in Orem doing a sewer scope. We're 94 feet out from the roof stack to the city line. You can see water running down from neighboring properties here on the screen. And we are going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So this tiny bit of running water, that's from water that I've been running. But before I started running water, I did find that there's a lot of standing water in this line, which indicates improper grade. You always want the water to drain out of the line on its own with gravity and not just sit there. Otherwise, that indicates that you have improper grade and a flat spot or a belly, however you want to describe it. Alright, this is the beginning of it here. We're going to start going, my camera head's going to start going underwater. Like right here, we're completely underwater, and that started at around 60 feet out. And keep in mind, I don't have any water running right now. Alright, so here you can see on the screen the left side of the pipe, all that buildup and gunk. That's part of what happens when you have standing water. It'll happen with any line eventually, but when you have standing water, it happens a lot faster. And so what happens is that gunk can catch on debris, and that can cause a backup. Sometimes it'll shift and a big piece of it goes floating down the line, and that can get caught and create a backup. It's just, nothing is ideal about having a flat line. Water has to build up for waste to drain out. Camera head's going completely underwater again. You can also see all that toilet paper and waste floating around. That's also not a great thing, because it means that not only do you have standing water, but waste is having a little bit of a hard time getting out. So it's easier for it to back up. And that's about the end of the standing water. So about 30 feet of a flat spot or a belly. I also found that as I pushed my camera head out, there were at least one or two spots where there were offsets. So right there, you can't see it when you're pulling back or when I'm underwater, but my camera head is hitting something right there. You know, I can be floating down the line like this, and then I hit something, and I really have to put force on it to get it to pop over that lip. That's called an offset, and that's usually where you have a joint that's either separated or disconnected in some way. I was able to get my camera head over it, which is a good sign. In either case, I would recommend having this line hydrojetted to get all the waste out, and then have it evaluated by a drain company. You know, it's possible that cleaning this every year to keep the gunk out will be enough to prevent a backup. Every line's different, so it's hard to predict what it's going to do in the future, but it also, you know, cleaning it might not be enough. It might need to be resloped, which would mean digging it up. So, like I said, I would have it cleaned. Having it cleaned, a lot of times you can see more of the line once you get that waste out. Sometimes it'll drain out all the standing water, and then you can go over it with a drain specialist and get their opinion about it. So I'm going to end this recording now.